Hello everyone, welcome to English Linguistics, and this is your trainer Kapil. Well, thanks a lot for all your support during my previous many videos and for subscribing to my channel. This is quite motivating and aspiring to keep on sharing the knowledge to bring a better version of ourselves. Often it is heard that we all want to get comfortable and fluent with English. However, it is also no denying fact that during a conversation, whether it is professional, personal, or casual, our body language plays a very important role in it. It is first impression on which we are judged by. Keeping this in mind today, I am going to talk more on the topic body language. Now, when we say body language, it refers to the way our appearance is portrayed. Our style and posture of our body, that is also language that talks about our personality and confidence. Let us see and try to understand the fundamentals of these commonly used words. Whenever we discuss about a language, we come to listening, speaking, reading, and writing, which is oftenly abbreviated as LSRW. It is the same with our body language as well. It is made with a combination of two words. First is body and second is language. So it is our body that is showcasing our interest in the conversation and how passionate we are into our art of being an orator. Our body also speaks a lot. It also has its own way of delivering thoughts about someone's appearance. It has many aspects to it. I would like to talk about all of them and when and how it should be appropriately applied. The first is postures. It is the significant part of body language. Whenever we are appearing for an interview, we should keep ourselves erect and confident. Now, this doesn't mean we have to pull ourselves very hard to get that straight posture, but the idea is to appear attentive. We have to make sure that we are not sitting with cross legs or cross arms or leaning on the table or maybe displaying a lethargic attitude. Cross-legged or cross-armed position typically means either we do not want to be part of the conversation or maybe one is thinking too high of himself that he has created a boundary around him where no one can enter. Avoid being in the above mentioned postures during office meetings and other important hours. There are other instances as well, like when we are in social gatherings. We want it to be friendly in order to mingle with the crowd. So, I am trying to explain a crucial factor that we need to keep on updating according to the situation. Second is facial expressions. As everyone is aware, our face speaks a lot on our behalf. Whenever any of the strong emotions are felt by an individual like anger, sad, happiness, or anxiety, our face speaks first, then other body parts. So, whenever we are at our workplace among colleagues, we should take care of our facial expressions even if things are not normal in our personal life. If we are leading a team, it is very important that we maintain a proper balance in our personal and professional life by having a control on our thoughts and expressions, because at the end of the day, we are passing a proper message to our subordinates. A hard look or straight face brings a negative image in the minds of the listener and drifts us away from the crowd. Smile is always contagious. It not only makes ourselves accepted, but it also softens our tone and makes it more pleasant to hear. Maintaining eye contact is an ideal way to maintain the conversation. Now, by eye contact, it does not mean that you need to tear that person into pieces. It is an attempt to showcase that you are really interested in the conversation and you are not that of a dull or boring person. Third is gestures. Gesture is the movement of hands and head during any conversation. So here I would like to highlight that generally when we start our interaction with any stranger or interviewer, a lot of hand movements talks about our inability to express through words. We have to keep in mind that the movement should be less with proper body posture and expressions so that it gives a positive impact to the listener. Also, It gives a strange appearance to the viewers who may take us as someone who is trying to portray himself of being a bossy or lacking confidence, because the entire conversation shifts from verbal forum to hand movements. So bear this in mind that overuse of hand movements are often considered as a sign of disrespect. Also, it has been observed many times people are either playing with pens or moving pens over their fingers during a conversation. Some even have a habit of shaking a leg or looking at some other area rather than to the person. These are signs of lack of confidence or maybe not interested in the conversation. Therefore, keep an eye over your gestures. Last and the fourth one is touch and use of space. Now, as I explained the last factor that contributes to the effective body language, it is necessary for us to understand the fact that a conversation is constructive when there is proper maintenance of distance between two individuals. It is a myth that when we hug or sit physically close during a conversation, it leads to a friendly and impressive discussion. We need to give space to the person involved in the conversation to be comfortable. Generally, when we meet our childhood friends or college friends, we have touch factor involved in our meetings because we know each other for years. But when we are meeting a stranger, or we are in the office, or even if when we are appearing for an interview, just a handshake at first sight is appropriate and professional. The closeness during the conversation may bring to repulsive vibe from the person with whom you are trying to develop a conversation. Finally, we have discussed all the elements of body language that constitutes to an effective and constructive discussion. Remember, a language is understood and learned, and so is the body language. A takeaway from this session could be that we can also try to understand and apply it practically, because it is rightly said that first impression is the last impression. I hope the session was worth the time you spent. Thanks a lot for dropping by. Do like, share and subscribe to my channel and pass the learning to the people whom you may know. The world is all about sharing and learning from everyone. This is your trainer Kapil. Talk to you soon.